Live from Columbia, this is WIS News 10 at 6. Live, local, now.
Welcome to WIS News at 6. Negotiators have finally worked out a compromise for the next state budget in South Carolina.
It follows weeks of lengthy and sometimes stalled negotiations and even a public airing of grievances among lawmakers over one project in particular. State House reporter Mary Green has those details.
If all goes according to plan, thousands of state employees, law enforcement, and teachers will see their pay go up in the next few weeks, with lawmakers coming to an agreement on the next state budget.
I'd say the most transparent budget that we've ever had in the history of this state, and the budget is balanced.
For the second year in a row, the budget cuts the state's top income tax rate. State employees will get at least a 5% raise, and state law enforcement and corrections officers and nurses are getting a pay bump too. The starting salary for teachers will rise another $2,500, up to $42,500. More than $1 billion of the nearly $14 billion spending plan is the incentives package for Scout Motors to build a new electric vehicle plant in Richland County. The budget also includes an important request from the governor to allocate $200 million to the state's Office of Resilience for natural disaster relief.
This budget is a really good piece of legislation for the state of South Carolina. I think it takes care of our kids and our teachers and our law enforcement.
But just the day before the compromise was struck, tensions over one project in particular played out in public. It concerned how much money to give Clemson to start South Carolina's first veterinary school, with senators advocating for much more than House members.
How is this not, at this point, an impasse over a budget where we're putting pets over people?
Get caught up with what we've been trying to do for the last few weeks, because what you're saying is not correct.
Lawmakers worry the disagreement could stall lengthened negotiations even further, potentially preventing those raises and additional funding for other projects from kicking in by July 1st.
Brinksmanship is bad for everybody. We didn't need to wait until June 27th, which is sort of what it looked like we were headed to.
But just a day later, they returned to discussions and agreed to give the vet school more than $100 million, clearing the way for approval of the entire spending plan.
That's what it's all about, compromising for a good product, and I think we have an excellent product.
The budget still needs approval from the entire General Assembly, which will be back here next week, and from Governor McMaster, who typically vetoes parts of it. Once it's signed, it'll go into effect July 1st. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
Well, lawmakers in both the House and the Senate are in line to get hundreds of millions of dollars for downtown revitalizations, festivals, park improvements, and other local projects.